wow. Wow. Defeated. If my mother had told me I would one day climb up 6 men to get to the top of a pole covered in grease, I would have said, Mom, why? Here's the story. We first went to a nearby river to see orangutans, only to discover they don't come out midday and we need to come back the next morning. Instead, a few local kids wanting to practice English showed us around the river. We noticed a whole group of people greasing up this giant pole with something called gemot and told us we should come back to watch Panjat Pinang. Panjat Pinang is a sport that's been in Indonesia for 300 years, but is now especially played as one of the games for the Indonesian Independence Day, called Merdeka. The goal is to reach various prizes, everyday kitchen items, sweets, bottles of tea, by climbing up a team of 5 or more people. When the winner reaches the top, he can throw down prizes to his teammates. We had some time before the competition, so we got some food here, and came back. By the time we had returned, the poles had been planted in the sand and the competition was about to begin. Now already, I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. I'm wearing shorts, a cap, a white shirt. Basically, bule is written on my forehead. I see people visibly wondering what the heck I'm doing here. But even still, one man approaches and asks if I want to try. And here's the thing, if someone asks me to do something, I am going to say yes, especially if it's a challenge. Okay, so at first, no one, and I mean no one, wants me to be on their team. But eventually a guy named Julian pulls a group together and takes one for the team so I can join. So now it's on. We sit back and watch as one team after the other makes it to the top with apparent ease. And let me tell you, I did not think this sport would be very hard. Boy, was I wrong. Attempt number 2, we try me first. I couldn't tell, but apparently I'm not a very steady base. My kids are both distracted from and confused by this whole experience. And my boy really wants to win a bottle of tea. The crowd, on the other hand, is hysterical. So now it's time to rethink strategy.
So do you have to, are you gonna be at the bottom?
You're going again. I'm gonna be number 2 this time.
That's what Mika said.
So I'm not the whole foundation, that's right. But I've sufficiently had an entire village.
Last time I checked, I'm still hot, real hot. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cos, steady climbing to the...
This is a good team. I think Papa's not very good, sweetie. He's never done this before. And he's very heavy. Yeah, he's very heavy and he's never done it. Oh my God.
At this point, we're exhausted and feeling defeated. Other groups have made it to the top several times, and also, it is clearly all my fault. So at this point, our captain, Julian, comes up with a brilliant plan. I'm to go last. What I don't know is that they've snuck an extra person onto our team. As I watch, one after the other, my group slowly creeps up to the top without me even having to lift a foot off the ground. They're so nice that instead of kicking me off, they said I went last, but put someone last before my last. In the end, my boy got his tea and I got a nice dose of humility. In virtually every story, we witness characters leave their place of comfort and enter the unknown. It's the place where they're the weakest, the lowest, and the most vulnerable. But it's all too easy to avoid those kind of experiences ourselves. We love it when characters are thrust into uncomfortable situations such as this. It gives us hope that we can surmount the same kinds of odds ourselves. Or in my case, get a little bit of needed help. It's humbling to try things and potentially embarrass yourself, but it is a big, important part of the story of life. Check out my Suncatchers trailer for creative youth projects. If you want to support my channels, my books, or my educational work, check out my Patreon linked below. Subscribe for more videos that I hope will inspire your health and creativity. Godspeed.